I want to get into is how I really started to get to an e-collar and how I got all those tricks. Everybody's saying I'm using e-collar for the commands or the tricks. Well, all the tricks were created with treats, and I just progressed to a frisbee for her treat. And I'm going to show you the progression in her energy. Now, treat training is pretty stable. It's usually me and her. I have a value, I have ability to fine tune things with the treats. What I want to do long term is not have these things in my hand, and I can give her a bigger release, which is the frisbee. But I'm going to show you everything I do and how stable she is with the treats. She's still a driven mouse, so it's like through these movements, when she was young, I always wanted explosion. So as soon as she understood the movements, I wanted speed, and you see it in the videos, her speed when it comes to these movements. So down. And she's always anticipating down, because when she works, it's to the point, to the command, really fast. Obviously, you've seen it in social media. But I'm just trying to show you that everything is very stable and relaxed for her when it comes to treat training. Now, when I bring that element of frisbee in, it starts to be very intense. Her energy starts to build up. So that's when I'm incorporating the collar, and especially environments. You're always seeing me not like this. And that's what I always see in training videos is they're doing cool things with their dogs, amazing things, but it's usually just them and their dog. Or with Malinois, it's people shaking stuff in front of their face and them hitting sleeves. And I'll show you that too. That's a different type of muleta. I always want her task oriented. So with treats, really, she's stable. I can make sure if we want to do little movements to make sure she's nice and straight, sit. That's the ability of the treats, because she's very in tune with it, following it. I have that external motivator. But let me go through her repertoire now. So how I start puppies is sitting. This is always beginning picture for all my clients is sitting in front of me. If you can do these things, let us sit. Trying to draw her eyes off of the treat. I'm the reward. The treat's there to encourage her to do these things a little bit better. But I want perfection. The collar gives me perfection. Make sure I don't have to project my voice. I don't have to give her an external motivator for things she's supposed to do, sitting, paying attention. That's usually the things I'm teaching my clients, is just getting their attention with the collar, making sure they can follow through with simple tasks, walking with you, coming to you, getting on something if you have the capability. Obviously sitting, but sitting with attention, getting away from her and keeping her focused. Good girl. Now, in different environments, to be able to get that distance and keep that attention with distractions around, I'm using that collar if my dog gets distracted. If she wanted to get up, I just remind her to sit. Because she can't always hear me in those environments, but she will feel me. So let me adjust now to the frisbee and get to show you how her energy just starts to build. So this is my area. Oh gosh, you can already see the intensity with, this is her natural frisbee she is always using. When I think about toys, we're utilizing them as tools. Those things should only come out for you, specifically frisbees, balls, tug things, a sleeve if your dog hits it, because you're the only one that they can engage with through that task. And you create you as the value where you can shut that energy off. So you need to utilize toys, or at least a Malinois right here. I'm having a frisbee to release her energy that we naturally see through social media. I know she can do sleeve work and grip work. It's just things I can't do in public. So I just created a repertoire with a frisbee that I can do anywhere. So let me show you. See her intensity. Oh God, it's so crazy. And I just use a lot of body language right now. That's my component forever. Obviously I have this to make her do things. Boost. So this is without a collar. Middle. And then her release is a lot more. She needs that because she's trying to hold that in. Again, everything is tight. So that's when you hear her go, because it's her transitions. You see it. And I know she wants to get the frisbee and get that reward, but she has to earn it. That's what I'm trying to teach. It's an earning system. They should earn your affection for simple tasks and then expand it. She just has to earn the frisbee for more complex things. Now you see her energy when it's with the frisbee. I need this extra component to stabilize her. she's stable, but she's just so driven where she just needs to relax. And that's the benefit of the collar, is to stabilize her through these moments, through these commands, out, throwing it, sit down. The thing she knows really well, you've seen it. It's just I need to be able to expect her to do it in every environment. When you see Muletta in public, she's engaged with me typically because I have the Frisbee. At this point, I'm going to put the collar on and show you now how precise and calm we can get her through these movements. All right, so this is the difference with the collar, is I can speed her up, I can calm her down, nice and precise, and I'm not projecting my voice at all. I haven't said one thing to her. She just obviously is very in tune with these little cues with my body. How I press it is very unique to me and her. To sometimes slow her down or speed her up, make her do these commands really fast. Everybody asks, do I press it? Well, I know a question was, do I press it every command? That's a unique question because I would say no, but there's commands where I need to speed her up or make sure that she follows through on it. So I'm always just trying to help her get to the task really fast so she can get to, will it come? So she can get to this, because that's what she wants. She's like, I want that reward. I'm gonna let her relax because it's warm. And you've already seen her progress through a training session of treats for Frisbee, releasing her energy, and now some e-collar training. But I just wanted to show you the transition. I know she's tired and hot right now. It's actually pretty nice outside, but her endurance levels, there's a peak to her. What I do with her in public is, and you guys see, is that small part. It's like you guys see her spike up, and then she's relaxing for another 15-20 minutes while I talk to people. In between that, I just do a minute here, and I just keep that engine going, idling, and not letting her have too many big releases where she's shut down like this. I never want her too tired. In some of the videos you can see she is worn out. That's okay, because I know I didn't hit her on E, so she's just had a little bit more in the tank, and then we just pretty much shut it down at that point. She's built to just go and work and endless energy. I was intentionally building her that way, but I have to also regulate her energy because she will go forever. Want to throw a Frisbee or chase a Frisbee forever, do this training forever. So what you guys see is like poor dog, and I'm like, I have to stop her. She wants to keep going, which is amazing as a business partner, as a friend, as somebody that gets to motivate me to do what I do, which is help the community and also showcase off a cool skill set. I teach basic commands, but they're full obedience in the aspects of those things need to be precise. I show you what we're capable of at 5-Star Dog Training. So you've seen it with Kaylin, you've seen it with other trainers, is we want to show the public what we're capable of so we can teach you a sliver of that. And we just teach you this. We teach you how to be us. We don't take your dogs from you. We teach you in front of you. We teach the clients in front of them at their home. I do want to get into the sleeve. I don't know if that's something, I know she'll want it. It's not like she doesn't want it. All right, so with Muletta, we rarely get to hit a sleeve because those are things she can't do in public. When you see those videos of social media, it's usually a club that they're at where they have decoys. I haven't joined a club. I'm not a big advocate for it. I know it's a big thing that we should teach our Malinois. So I do want to give her that release, at least the ability and understanding how to hit a sleeve and when to do it, because those things are always on my terms. Anything is, especially when she gets to use her mouth on this different task. So you're going to see Muletta start to build her energy completely changes because she's a killer at this point. This tool for her, as well as like, I use the collar to make sure she outs it. She does her commands just nice and smooth. But let's get through or to some of them. Down. Good girl. Good girl. Out. No, out. Now I know with sleeve work that she's going to get tired a lot faster. I love doing it for her, but I get tired and I get winded and it's physical on my body. I just kind of don't prefer it as much as most people with their Malinois, which is fine. I just prefer my dog not to be a killer, so this is like a game for her. This is something that we get to enjoy together. Oh. And it's engagement. So that's the important side of every tool I'm using. It's always bridged with me engaging with my dog. I am the most valuable thing to her. Out. Oh, good. And I let her earn more than most dogs. She gets more freedom. She gets more choices. So when people give me all this negative feedback on social media, I know I give more to my dog. I know she gets to do more than anybody else's dog, and she enjoys it. You cannot tell me she doesn't enjoy it. You don't know my dog, so what you see is through a window, an hourglass, or a microscope. She loves it. So she also has a best friend, Romeo. That's what she does all damn day, is just play with him. He's just a big, small dog, and lay around. She's a pet before she's this work dog. You guys see that small part of her life? Majority of it is laying around, playing frisbee, hanging out at the house, or playing with Romeo. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. We love our community. We want to continue to help as many people that need support with their dogs.